Time now for Alan Hahn's and Knicks Fix. And as always, we say hello to Alan downstairs in the Squarespace studio. For the Knicks, Alan, 27 games left between now and April the 15th. You've taken a close look at how it breaks down. What's it look like?
Well, after All-Star break, they tend to say the second half. I like to look at this as the stretch run. As you mentioned, only 27 games to go. So where are they in the standings and what is left to talk about when it comes to potential playoff? Well, take a look at the standings right here at the bottom of the East. As we can see, there's not a lot of winning going on, but it's getting tight. It's fairly tight. Now, the Knicks are 7 games out of the last spot, and that seems like insurmountable when you look at all the teams they have to climb above as well, and 7 games with 27 to go. All right, not much of a margin for error. However, our good friends at Tankathon.com, they tell us that the Knicks have the 12th easiest schedule remaining among all NBA teams, and the teams between them have more difficult schedules. Take a look at this right here. The Pistons, who are in a sell-off right now, they have the 3rd hardest schedule left. You think they know what's going to happen coming up? The Wizards were a red-hot team going into the All-Star break, but they have the 5th most difficult schedule remaining as they try to make a push. The Bulls and the Hornets, who played last night, also you see them both in the top 10 when it comes to difficult schedules. Now, the Knicks will face, as you see there, 8 times over the last 26 games after tonight, those teams. So they'll be able to have some fate in their own hands. Now, one thing we do have to point out, however, is everybody's chasing Orlando for that 8th seed. The Magic have the 3rd easiest schedule left. So the work is certainly cut out for the Knicks and everybody chasing Orlando.
Alan, last week in the All-Star game, interesting twist. No clock for the 4th quarter. They played to a specific point total, and it was very well received.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. There's no doubt about it. It was a rousing success, a commercial-free 4th quarter. So how about that? And the Elam ending, as they talk about, which is what you mentioned, is the final score is a fixed score, so no clock was used here. And it was a bit of a risk for the NBA. It was something that Chris Paul wanted to adopt. He suggested it to the league to bring some sizzle back to the NBA All-Star game. So the target score was 157, and it was the plus 24 of the score going into the 4th quarter, and that's in honor of Kobe Bryant. And Team Giannis led by 9 over Team LeBron after the 3rd, and in some cases in past All-Star games, there wouldn't be much emphasis on winning as there was maybe showing out or helping one player go for MVP. But this time around, the competitive fire was lit, and the result was a beautiful, aggressive, intense display of the game. And you see there the MVP by Kobe Bryant for Kawhi Leonard. And now look what happened in the 4th quarter. And this is what the Elam ending brought us. So 51 minutes to complete the quarter, which is a lot, but everybody wanted more. 21 fouls were called. Fouls called in an All-Star game, but only 14 in the first 3 quarters. How about this one? 0 fast break points. People were actually getting back on defense. And this one I love too. There were 48 dunks in the first 3 quarters. 48, Bill. Only 3 in the 4th quarter. And then there were charges, offensive fouls, 3 of them, 2 by Kyle Lowry. Who takes a charge in an All-Star game? That's what made it a lot of fun. And add to it 2 coaching challenges as well, and some arguing. It was a lot of fun. Now, the one issue that some people have is that it ended on a free throw. Now, the Elam ending allows the game to end on a game-winning basket. This one happened to be the free throw line. Some people thought that wasn't nearly as fun, but that was the most fun All-Star game we've seen in a very long time, and word is the league is already expecting to bring it back for next year.
Excellent dynamic, that is for sure. Meantime, the game tonight, the Pacers with Victor Oladipo back from that serious knee injury have only gone 2-5 with him in uniform. What do you think is going on there?
Well, it's a matter of, and Nate McMillan just talked about it before the game, it's a matter of patience. It's a matter of him getting reacclimated with his teammates and also getting his conditioning up. Now, one thing that they'll do now after the All-Star break is they will now eliminate the minutes restriction that he was playing under in those games leading into the All-Star break. So now there's no reason to take him out of games. He can play. Now, he's got to get himself into game shape. There's no question about it. But he was being held to about 25 minutes per game. But now, as McMillan said, that he's been completely cleared. But he did add they're going to be smart about it and monitor how he's feeling with the heavier workload. And, you know, the back-to-backs probably he'll be held out for now. But he has struggled with his rhythm. He has averaged 11 points, but only 33% shooting and only 10 of 41 from downtown. So in that second game back, he played against the Knicks, and he was not very good in that game at 2 for 14. So he's got to find a rhythm. The Pacers were high up. They were actually in the top 4 in the East. He came back. They took a hit. They lost 6 in a row. They've dropped a bit. but they do feel like if they can get him acclimated, you're adding an all-star to a team that has been an overachiever. So they're just hoping that time will certainly fix this, and we'll see if Oladipo can get back to that all-star level in time for the postseason.
Okay, Alan, how about your stat of the night?
R.J. Barrett comes out of the all-star break. He's averaging 30.5 minutes per game. That's second among rookies. Ninth, by the way, highest for a rookie in Knicks history, Knicks franchise history. So I ask everybody, who averaged the most minutes per game as a Knicks rookie? Well, that happens to be the last one to win Rookie of the Year, Mark Jackson. How about this? 39.6 minutes per game as a rookie. Pretty incredible.